our assignment this time is quite challenging. We have to make a tutorial how to analyze transaction. We got them in the general journal, posted in the ledger, and we create a trial balance. For this part, I'll make sure everyone. Do you guys understand the process?
To be honest, I'm still a little confused, especially about the analysis transaction part. Like, how do you which account to debit and credit?
Well, it's good that you asked the question, Rafa. The reason is the analysis transaction stage is the basis of everything. If the analysis is wrong, then the journal entry will also be wrong.
Right? So let's start from the first. Yara, please explain to Rafa and the others how to analyze a transaction correctly.
Okay, here's an important thing. Before we analyze a transaction, we must answer three important questions. First, which account are involved? Second, did the account increase or decrease? Third, should be recorded as a debit or credit? Here's an example. On January 1st, and the owner deposit 50 million rupiah in cash as initial capital. Okay, let's analyze the transaction. The accounts are involved are cash and capital. Cash is increased, it is asset, so it should be recorded as a debit. Capital is increased, it is equity, so it should be recorded as debit. So both sides of the transaction are clear.
Oh, so we don't just write anything down, but we have to understand first who is increasing and who is decreasing.
Exactly. The principle of accounting is that both sides of the transaction are clear in debit and credit.
Well, after we analyze it, the next step is to record it into the general journal. Fala, can you show us an example?
Of course, so the general journal entry looks like this. So this is a transaction involving a capital deposit by the company owner. Here, cash is debited because it has increased and capital is credited because it has also increased, but its position is on the liability side.
So every time there's a new transaction, we write it in the general journal using that pattern.
Yes, that's right. Every transaction must always balance the amount debited must equal the amount credited.
And don't forget, in addition of the number, always write the transaction detail below. This is important to explain why the transaction has occurred. So there will be no confusion when checking it again.
Now that the general journal is complete, we move on to the next step, posting to ledger. Pinkan, explain to Muafa and the others how to do it.
Okay, so the ledger is where we group transactions beside on akun name. In the general journal, we record beside on time, but in the ledger, we separate by akun. For example, from the journal above, there are cash and capital akun. Is the ledger we create to pay.
Oh, so it's like transferring it but rerunning it. So our cash transactions are generated in one place.
Actually, the goal is so that later we will know ending balance of each account. So, for example, if there are money cash transaction incoming and outgoing, we just calculate the total debit and credit. Find the difference that the ending balance of the cash account.
And from the ending balances of our accounts in the ledger, we can then create a trial balance.
Well, this is the last part, the trial balance. Sarah, can you explain how to combine it?
Sure, Nisa. So a trial balance is a list of all accounts and the final balances from the ledger, and to ensure that the total debits and credits are balanced. Now, so you can get to know better about trial balance, let me just explain the steps how to create it.
First, you have to take the final balance from each account in the ledger. Second, you must separate the debits and credits. Third, create a table with 3 columns consisting of account name, debit and credit. And finally, sum the debit and credit sides, and the result should be the same. Now, from the example above, there are only two accounts, cash and capital, and the trial balance result will look like this.
So, if the total debit and credit don't match, does that mean there's a mistake in the journal or when posted?
Yes, that's right. That means there is an error in the records. So we have to check them one by one to ensure each other.
That's why it's important to be careful from the start, from analyzing the transaction to posting them to the ledger. If we make a mistake in one of the steps, the final result could be off.
Yes, and don't forget to write clear transaction details. Sometimes people forget that it's important for explaining data in the financial statement.
Wow, now I really understand the segment. So the accounting process, like connected chain analysis, transaction analysis, general journal, general ledger, and trial balance.
That's right, Muafa. That's the basic flow before we get into the financial statement, such as the profit and loss and balance sheet. So, how about the class? Help summarize it so that our audience can help it understand it better.
Okay, welcome. So friend, in conclusion is number one, transaction analysis. Transaction analysis to determine debit and credit accounts. And number two, general journal. General journal to record all transaction chronologically. And number three, ledger. Ledger to group accounts and find the final balance. And number four, trial balance. Trial balance to answer that total debit and credit. Okay, if everything balanced, it means that our accounting records are correct and ready to process to the financial statement.
Perfect. Thank you everyone, and those for you watching. Hope our video tutorials can help you understand accounting more easily. Don't forget to practice, because the more you analyze and record transaction, the faster you will understand about debit and credit. So, see you on the next video.